Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So today let's look at underrated characters for Daikoku. And yeah, this was interesting. Because none of these characters are ideal for the quest for a variety of reasons. So I can't really recommend any of these guys. But if either one you wanted a challenge, you could use these guys and still get through it. Or two, if you had no one else, you could use these guys. And yeah, the gimmicks here are warps and mines. So to have no warp and then either flight or minesweeper is very important. The mines do lots of damage, so that's why you want minesweeper. And then the warps shoot you out at random angles, so that's why you really want no warp. But to talk to my team, I have to talk about my team, I have a Nezumi Kozo Ascension, and he might be the best suited for this mission. He's got both flight and no warp. And then he has a bump combo, which is it shoots acorns at 6 random targets. And I was really afraid to use this because I was afraid it was going to take down the masks by accident. But actually, they don't do a lot of damage to the masks, so I think Nezumi Kozo is a good. He's honestly a good choice for Daikoku. And then he also has a what do you call it? A Cutthroat S++ berry, which means he takes off 16% off the boss's gauge, and that's really big for this mission because the boss has so many hit points. Okay, next I am using Nonno Alpha, the Ascension version. She has Minesweeper only, so if she goes into warps, then all bets are off. She also has a Demon Slayer, which works on these Predas in the corners. And then she has a very strong bump combo. It's the one-way laser, but she is a blast type, so she gets extra damage for that. And yeah, if you are careful with her, she can be really good for the mission. She's kind of the Hatcher monster version of Bahamut X, who is a max luck that you could use for this mission. But yeah, high damage output from her, so she's pretty good. Okay, next I'm using Othello Ascension. And I also used him in my underrated characters for Izanagi quest. Basically, Othello is underrated for every quest. He has no warp only, so we need to watch out for mines with him. He has high stats and then a decent bump combo, the vertical laser and the white blast. And then here, yeah, he has an 8-turn tackle strike shot, which is his kind of defining characteristic. And I used it there both to do damage to the boss, but also stick him to the boss so that he would not hit a mine by accident. And then finally I'm using Satan Alpha Evolution, I think it is. Yeah, Evolution. And I did use him before in another Daikoku video, but yeah, he's still another underrated character, so... he has no null abilities, but he does have an 8-turn null everything ability, strike shot, so that's pretty great. And then he has a Paladin Slayer M, which works great on the boss. And he has a very strong homing bump combo. It's not too flashy, but it is very strong. And when it goes into the boss's weak point, then it's crazy strong, so... Okay, so that is my team. I see Satan Alpha sitting on a mine, so we'll use his strike shot, and then also do some good damage to the boss. And then there are no hearts on this mission as well, so healing walls are the way that we are going to get our HP back. But for these mini-boss stages, there are no healing walls, so we want to get through it as quickly as possible, and then use our strike shots if we have to. Okay, pretty good. Okay, so here's the last stage before the boss stages, and this is kind of like a rest area. We'll just take down the magicians first before they shoot out their damage walls, and then we'll try to do as much healing as we can. I was thinking maybe I could do the up and down and just get in healing and then hit the wizard, but the chance that I would hit either the mine or the warp was so high that I just did the side to side. And then thinking about positioning for the stage after, I want my guys towards the top of the screen. Alright, here I'm in a bit of a pinch. I want to get rid of the wizard guy, but there's a warp in the way of my nonno. So we'll do what I can. Well, not quite enough. Okay. Alright, so here are the damage walls. I don't want to touch them, so we'll use Othello's Strike Shot again. Alright, and then now we are off to the boss. Our positioning is not great. I have a couple guys near the bottom half of the screen, so I'll work to get them to the top half of the screen. Okay, we'll take down that guy. And the Praetas, they do have a White Blast, which will take us out, so we definitely want to get them within 4 turns. Okay, there they go. Very good. Okay, let's try to move Nonno to the upper half of the screen. Okay, perfect. And then the reason why we want our guys on the top half of the screen is because Daikoku has a move around and then explode attack, which does lots of damage and can also stun our guys, so we want to be careful about that. Okay. And then one technique that I like to use is that when I'm on the sides of the screen, I'll bounce once off the top of the mask, and then go up and over Daikoku, and then I'll get some healing in there. And yeah, if I can just maintain my position up on the top half of the screen, then I don't need to worry too much about this stage. There are no like ultimate attacks on this stage, so I can kind of take my time. Alright, I see that Nonno's positioning is good for here, so we'll use her Strike Shot, which does not require her to move. And her positioning is also decent for the next stage, so also thinking about that, we'll use her Strike Shot. Okay, and then again, thinking about positioning for the next stage, I know that the lower right-hand corner is going to be good, so we'll use Othello's Strike Shot there. We'll eat the mine, but we want our positioning to be good, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. So the ideal place to be for this stage is right where Othello is, so I'll work to get all my guys on the left side, or the right side of Daikoku. So yeah, I'll do like shallow bounces, you know, so I can get a kind of a slight zigzag down. And then that lower right corner, there often appears a healing wall, so that's another good reason to be in that place. Okay, and then here I tried to do a up and down shot to hit the healing wall, but I didn't put any angle on it. So no healing at all. Oh well. Okay, we'll do a left and right with a slight up angle so I don't hit the mine there. And we'll get some healing in. Okay. And then Satan Alpha is right in between the healing wall and the boss, so we'll go ahead and use the Strike Shot for extra speed. Do some damage, get some healing. Alright, excellent. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We're doing enough damage to the boss quickly enough, so we'll just keep on with that. Alright, and there is Satan Alpha's bump combo coming into play. Okay, last stage, we want to take down the Praetos in the corners again. Okay, there goes one. We'll try a shallow angle here. Not gonna get it. Oh well. I did hit that mine. I did not want to do that. Okay, but here we'll take down the Praeto. Right here I see a good chance to use the Nezumi Kozol strike shot to get healing and then also do damage. Not perfect. I like to, you know, get back and forth inside the weak point. But we did get a few hits in the weak point, and then we did take down the other guy, so that was pretty good. Here I'm wondering what to do. I don't want to enter the warps, of course. So we'll settle for some bump combos instead. And then at this point I'm just waiting for Daikoku to do the move around and explode attack. So I'm sort of killing time at this point. But yeah, we saw there Nezumi Kozol's bump combo didn't do a whole lot of damage to the mask, so I think he's actually very good for this mission. Alright, here I wanted to bounce off the ground and then the ceiling, and then get in there and get some hits on the weak point. Yeah, we did decent damage, 1 million damage. That's not too bad. Alright, yeah, so there's the move around and explode attack. But now we are free to go after Daikoku, so we'll go ahead and do that. And our amount of damage is pretty good actually, so I think we're in a good place. Alright, unfortunately I will take down the mask. So now Daikoku is in angry mode, and then no more healing walls will come out, and then the boss will do extra damage, so we need to get rid of them pretty quickly. Thankfully, Othello Strike Shot is charged up again, and there's the weak point, and there goes the boss. Yay! So yeah, that went pretty well actually. And then I will say that after I beat it with this team, I took my usual farming team and proceeded to lose 1 million times in a row, so maybe this team is good after all. But yeah, if you have any of these characters and you don't have any of sort of the usual recommended ones, you can go ahead and use these guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.